Go.
Should be live anytime soon.
It is at 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello, people. We are the Goon Squad Pubcast. This is probably episode 30. We don't care. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Steve. That's Ron. If you don't know who we are, probably know who we are now. I'm Ron. We're down at M's 4300 Bar and Grill down in Seabreeze, Irondequoit, New York. Yeah, so
That's what we're doing.
it's Ron and I again tonight. Dave is now in Buffalo. Betsy,
He's bettering himself.
Yeah,
the new
he's-
career.
yeah, he's more important. He's a draft dodger. So I'm kidding. We still love Dave. And Betsy is doing family things with family. I guess would be the word to
Got
describe
some
it.
family stuff going on.
Yeah,
You know.
she's got family in Puerto Rico that are supposed to fly up tomorrow, but they don't know that they have a plane ticket waiting. So they have a community. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the whole story, but
They're figuring it out though.
yeah, I hope for the best. I hope
It's obviously family issues.
Yeah,
So.
I hope her grandmother does get home safely from Puerto Rico to Rochester. So, anyways, it is October 10th, 2017, and we are doing a fucking podcast.
Your wifey says hi.
Yes, hello. I didn't even get to the comments yet. Still opening up my phone.
It just went live, and all of a sudden she's like, "Hey, that's my man."
Yes, hello. Anyways, so what did we miss in the last week?
I told you this. The biggest, funniest thing is that the Dolphins coach there, man.
Oh God! Didn't think we were going to bring that one up that soon.
Gotta bring it.
I don't know the guy's name. I don't know what he does.
You
I
know
just
what?
know he's like an offensive or defensive
defensive
coordinator.
line coach
Yeah,
for the Miami Dolphins. I
got
don't remember
caught.
his name, but
Got caught on video.
he videoed himself. Because that's a smart freaking move to
Because
do.
that's what I do with my spare time.
Yes, right before a meeting that you're having with the team in an office, you go ahead and
You got
record yourself blowing lines to your stripper girlfriend. That's fucking smart, let me tell you. I don't know how their defensive line is, but they can't be that good if this is the guy that got fucking running the show for them.
How would you not think that video was going to get released? How did you not think that would ever come to light? Like, how do you?
Maybe that wasn't the first time he'd done it.
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
at what point do you get cocky enough? Like, at what point do you get cocky enough? Wow, I don't care. I'm gonna fucking do
I
this,
did
and
blow on camera as
No,
an NFL coach.
I'm not ashamed of anything. I've done stupid shit in front of people, and
In front of people.
yeah, like I've done shit on camera that I probably don't know about. But yeah,
When's the last time
I'm-
you coached in the NFL?
exactly. I'm not an NFL coach
Making
or
$1
whatever.
million a year.
Yeah,
I mean,
if I had a position like that, I'd be a little bit more cautious about my extracurricular activities or, my demons or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not going to go to the strip club and have a hoodie on with sunglasses and tip this girl $100 of
Take me to the champagne
rubbing
room.
her lactating tits on my face, whatever the fuck. The weirdest shit you can think of. Like, if you're making money like that, you need to be a lot more aware of anybody could film you, anybody you send anything to ever could be misconstrued or misinterpreted or whatever you want to call
keep
it.
it clean for the amount of years that you're doing it, and then when you're done, you got a bankroll.
Yeah.
Go do what you want to do.
They just fired him, from what I know, from what you said. They just fired him.
He resigned.
He resigned. So yeah. So he's not.
The same day the video came out.
Yeah. So
he
he's
resigned.
not. He's not collecting any money anymore.
And
he's
I
not
don't-
getting a pay.
I don't know how his wife feels about the whole situation.
he's
either.
got a-
By the way, he has a wife.
But he's got to have a 401k. He's got to have. He's got to have. But I'm saying he's got something he can cash out. He's got some money away somewhere. If you're making 1.2 or 2.1 or whatever the amount of money.
out in his car. Like
Yeah.
Kilo.
He's got K's all over the place. I'm saying if you're in a
How
position.
sad
like
is that he was only using a $20 bill too.
Yeah, see. To all our viewers that. Nope, I'm gonna let that one go.
I'm just saying.
Don't be a dirty
have a
piece of shit.
hundo. At
Use
least,
a hundo here.
You know.
But don't do drugs unless you smoke weed, because weed's really good for you and it's got vitamins in it. But yeah, if you're in a position that you've been there, you said he's been there for like 20-something years.
He's been coaching for like 34 years or something like that is what I read.
So he's been collecting.
Which means he's got to be into his 60s.
But he's still. But I'm not even worried about his age. I'm saying how long he's been there. He's been collecting a decent paycheck,
for sure,
more than what you and I make in a.
Is that the way you want to go out,
year.
though? You know, like
that's not how you want to go out. But yes. Like he's making significant amounts of money per year for what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's not making like $30,000 a year. He's
I think he was at about $1 million something, from what I heard.
Even if he was making $1 million in the last years of his 23-year career, even the first 10 that he started at, he's making more than 30 or 40 or 50 grand a year.
Yeah, it was like 15 years ago. It was averaging around like 200 a year for the position he was in.
Right, and with cost of living affected inflation and everything.
But he's also been doing it so long, he's probably higher paid than most. So yeah.
So
let's rough it out at $1 million a year, man.
He's well off financially if he invested his money.
The line.
Yeah, if he's smart about his money, he's got some money, put away, or
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, in a bank or investment properties and shit like that. But you don't want to be that guy that goes out being the guy that got caught on film blowing lines of cocaine in a hotel or wherever the fuck it was. Like, no.
Literally, is like it was not in a hotel. It was in the office before a team meeting at the facility.
Jesus Christ!
Like it was it was like in a front office before they went and had a team. He said in the video, "I'm doing this right before the meeting, right before a team meeting." That's crazy.
Dave said now he has to do it with $1 bill. I'm thinking.
Then he'll catch a cold.
I'd like to give a shout out to Dave, seeing that we didn't actually start the show like normal. Salutes, Lancha Prost.
I gotta learn that.
You're supposed to say eats a lots of broccoli.
Eats a lots of broccoli.
If you're gonna be filling in Dave's show,
no.
All
right, try it again.
I say.
Try it again. I got it.
Lancha Prost.
Try it again. I got it.
I'm saying it for them.
Eats a lots of broccoli.
Because Dave doesn't know it. Salutes, Lancha Prost.
Eats a lots of broccoli.
No, because Dave never understood what I was saying with cheers, or whatever the fuck the loose translation is, or whatever. Anyways,
eats lots of broccoli.
Dave is in Buffalo now, and it sucks, and I hate it, and I'm sorry that it didn't help you move. It's shit happens. Long weekend.
I tried to help. He brought my trailer.
I did go and get the trailer, but the lights were out. Anyways, it's in the contract, Ron. It's in the contract.
Glad I didn't sign it.
Anyways, I had a really super awesome weekend, kind of, but not really super awesome, cool. Really. So much.
A decent weekend. Well, it started with Friday. I took the day off. Had a golf tournament. Some more thing.
I forgot about that. How did that go?
Shot very well, considering. I made like 3 30-foot putts. It was awesome.
You're like Tiger Woods on PS2, but not Tiger Woods on PS3.
Like, oh my god! The only time I've played golf this year.
You went with Brian, right?
Yep.
He just joined, actually. So, Brian, how did your golf game go, bitch?
Brian did pretty well.
Good.
We did well. We shot 8 under. It was me, Brian, another dude, and his girlfriend. We did not plan on shooting well at all. We had tunes cranking. We're drinking.
They give you golf carts and everything like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you guys play? What course?
Well, here it was Blue Heron.
Where in the fantastic is that? Gananda. So you guys weren't even in Rochester.
So here's what I have to say about that, though. What I learned today.
Let me tell you about that.
No, it was $75 a person. All right.
That's all inclusive.
Oh yeah, it was 18 holes. There was like a prize for first place.
Or was there open bar?
No, they gave you 2 drinks and food.
Ugh.
And food.
Golf cart included though.
Yes.
Okay. So the golf course and the cart were included.
Yes.
And
the food. The food was a cheeseburger or a hot dog, which was in like a tray of like 30. The meat was like gray.
Dave said this.
So wait,
hold on. Dave said this angle is pretty boss, and I have to agree with him. This is pretty boss.
Thank you. It was a good choice.
Yeah, it was actually Ron's idea to do this. Dave and I tried this before, but then now we went higher.
So they had so your toppings, ketchup, mustard, and all that was like a giant bowl full of ketchup,
with like
full
a
of
ladle in it?
relish, full of mustard, and a big old spoon.
Like a late. Oh, dude, how cheesy! But isn't that Intercom or no?
So
It's not Intercom.
Intercom. What do you mean?
Who runs Rover?
Oh, it's iHeart, but that
iHeart.
it
Okay.
was it was the Zone that put it on. But here's what I found out
Thank you.
about the whole thing.
Shout out to the Zone.
Here's
for
what I
their-
found out about the whole
Ugh.
thing, though, is that what Blue Heron actually charged was $50 per person,
So they hiked the prices up.
$25 a person,
And they used that money
and gave
towards.
us nothing. I don't know.
They took that money to buy ketchup and spoons.
No, that came from the course. That's what I'm saying. The extra 25 just went to the Zone.
Oh, so the catering art. But who catered the food?
It wasn't
though?
catered. It was just from the course. It was like like I said, it was a tray full of burgers or hot dogs and a.
Yeah, but who made
You
that
didn't get a
food?
choice.
Who made that food?
The course did.
Oh.
That's what they
golf
do.
For,
Yeah, the
golf
golf
course
course.
making hot dogs and hamburgers? And
Yeah, they have food there. They have
No,
a
like Italian
restaurant.
sausage and shit
no,
like that?
that's what I'm saying. And
That's what I said. I figured if you got
so
higher
let's-
end clients
so,
and shit like
so,
that.
So
or a
besides
mass
that, you
deal,
got
yeah.
besides that, you got a bag of chips. Right?
Ooh,
Now let's say you get to choose ranch Doritos,
Oh, man.
Cheeto. No.
that's living
This
the high
was-
life.
No, this was plain Lay's chips. That was the only option. The yellow bag.
I would have figured they
plain
would have been like
Lay's
having like
chips.
hors d'oeuvres, not even hors d'oeuvres in the sense, but
Nothing.
like something like a little bit fancier.
You know what they advertised was a cooler full of beer for your team.
And there was like a
and-
6-pack in there.
It wasn't even that, dude. You got 2 drinks and your food. You got a ticket when you first got there. There
What-
wasn't even a cooler involved.
Why did anybody bring that up or complain about it and be like, hey,
I asked where it was, and they said you get a food and 2 drinks.
that's not a cooler full of beer
No,
though.
it was not a cooler.
I
full
could have
of
went golfing somewhere else for the same price and got triple the treatment.
beer. Yes,
So you're a little let down.
I was a
understand
little let down on.
that. I'm a little let down. iHeartRadio,
on
get
the
your shit together.
situation.
Get your shit together.
You
Rover,
know.
get your shit together.
And then I heard the guys I was talking to today were like, anything under $100 is a good price for a tournament. You know what I mean? But that's usually seriously like a steak dinner or something included, and some beers. No. This is gross cheeseburger, hot dog.
Like cafeteria, elementary
Oh,
school, right out of a
Big
right out of a
tray.
steam
They made
tray.
they made 150 burgers.
Yeah, they don't even grill them. They're
Oh no, they're all microwave.
steamed. They're steamed in a fucking
It was
yeah.
it was bad.
Ugh.
I mean, I ate it, but it
Yeah, well, of course.
wasn't good.
You were
You were
drinking and
I
playing
dipped
golf
the
on a
spoon in
Saturday.
a giant salad bowl for the ketchup.
Did they do a band thing? Any music at all at the end?
No,
Nothing.
No, nothing.
So it was just Rover's crew or whatever.
And they were there for they were out on the
I
course.
saw a picture of the bus on Facebook.
the bus was there.
Somebody
when we
took
got
a picture
there.
of it. It's a dope ass fucking touring bus.
It really is.
Pop up.
It was
TV
Ariana Grande's before they got it.
No shit. No.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ariana Grande.
So
Hold on. I've been writing you. If you're watching this, call me 967-4461. Anyways,
It was-
Ariana Grande. I love you.
it was the bus is cool, whatever. But
I saw a
they
picture
were
of
out
it,
on
yeah.
the course. We got to see him. Blah blah blah.
Did
No big
Rover
deal.
show up?
Yeah, he was there. He actually had his girlfriend with him. They were
B2?
out. Yeah, B2 was out there
Good.
riding around in the course with him. And then they
Were they
announced
even golfing though?
he hit a few balls. I got Charlie to hit a ball or two. It was what it was. It was cool. And then they announced the winner of the tournament at the end. But pretty much after that, they're like, "Yeah, we'll see you in like 5 hours at the bar." They go to O'Kale's or whatever.
Yeah.
after. Or Oxford's, one of the two. And
Right.
I'm like, all right, see you later. I didn't go to the freaking bar.
Yeah, and it's not even a mob scene. It's more the fact that you're sitting at the table walking in or some shit like that. And, they're not mingling around with
They
people.
do. They've
done it before back in the day. Nowadays, they're not
to,
doing that anymore.
I go almost every time when they're out at the bars. And
Yeah,
stuff, and it's-
we've had the talk about it. Like you've met them at numerous events
Numerous
and shit like
times.
that. Yeah, so they remember your face.
They definitely remember my
Yeah,
face.
it's Ron, the face. Look at his face. Look at it.
It's hard to forget this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun though. So that was Friday.
So Tiger Woods did not show up, is what you're saying.
Tiger Woods ain't got shit on me, dude. I
No.
sunk the first or second hole, man. I sunk like a 35-foot putt. We were like screaming. Yeah! It was awesome.
I've golfed maybe 10 times in my life, and it's always been. I don't have the patience to wait for you to line up your swing and let people. let people play through type shit.
A lot of patience
I put the
involved.
ball on the fucking tee, I swing away, and I'm chasing after my ball. I'm not getting out of the way so you can take your shot.
Which is fine.
Just I'll duck, bitch. I'll get the fuck out of the way.
There's a lot.
I don't have the patience like that in fishing.
Well, fishing is patience, dude. But as long as you got beer next to you, or you're in a boat doing it, it's
But
fun.
I have a beer in my hand when I'm golfing, though.
I do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're supposed to. It's called golf.
Yeah.
Enjoy
That means
beer. Well, golf carting. Golf. I'm not really good
Yeah,
at
that makes sense. That was good, right?
Exactly.
Beer, golf.
I didn't say I was really good at spelling. Anybody that is watching, let us know if it starts clipping out or
Thank you
acting
for that,
weird.
Tanya.
If it starts acting weird that the video is buffering or whatever, let us know. We had an issue last week that we didn't know about until almost immediately after, if you will. But
Sorry, I'm holding a conversation here with Steve. Dave, I can't continue to look down and read all the comments.
yeah. Anyways, if it starts clipping out or you can't hear one of us clearly, let us know. It's only two of us, and the monitor is up there. So, anyways,
So that was
Continuing.
that. No, that was that. It was Friday, Saturday. I pretty much laid around and slept all day to, work off the hangover thing. And
alleged hangover.
Sunday, I didn't do, there's some football on or whatever. I didn't do a hell of a lot either.
I had a bad week in football.
You had a bad week in football?
Oh, my team did.
Are you a Giants fan like me?
Oh, no,
'Cause
you're just-
I've had a bad season.
Yeah. No,
We
Steelers lost a really bad game last week.
You definitely did lose a really bad
Ben
game.
Roethlisberger, 4 or 5 interceptions.
5 interceptions.
5 interceptions.
To Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a great team either.
Yep. I accepted that.
Yeah.
The Giants are
we're
Owen
0-5
Wilson,
0-5 and
Owen Wilson?
just lost
Owen Hart.
both of our top receivers too for the season.
Oh yeah, what's his name? The
Odell
funny,
Beckham,
the funny hair
French
guy.
fry hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the French fry. I guess I'm gonna call it that.
Odell Beckham
Yeah, he,
and
was-
Brandon Marshall both.
He's
out
about
for
to
the
be a
season.
meme unless he's already become one.
He's
Getting carted off the
plenty of
field.
memes.
Getting
Crying.
carted off the field, crying.
like this.
Yeah,
don't look at me.
but you know what?
Crying. He did break his ankle, man.
Exactly. My point of that is, have you broke your ankle before? Because I've done it, and that shit hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cover my face like,
Right.
just act angry.
The
But
problem
that
with that
motherfucker
is, though, is
hurts.
halfway through, before that happened, he was seen crying on the sideline about, like, probably how the season's going and shit. And the punter had to come over and console him. So, yeah, he was crying. That was the second time he cried that day.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up in comments.
That's
Go
all
ahead.
right.
I don't watch that much football.
And then we
so.
lost Brandon Marshall and also our returner / fourth receiver, fourth string receiver. So, like, the guy that comes in after our top three, also out for the season, surgery, broken foot or something. So, yeah. Actually, in that game, we lost all three of our top receivers with injuries, and now 3 out of the 4 are out for the season. So, yeah. Not that we were already 0-4 before that game, that it really matters.
I like the memes that are popping up. Owen Wilson, Owen Hart, and Owen whatever, and then just the New York Giants 0-4. And every week they just keep changing the number from 2 to 3 to 4. I've never been a Giants fan. I didn't really give a fuck about them, but I don't feel bad that they're losing, and I don't feel bad about your feelings.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I know you got a fantasy team, and your fantasy team has.
I have 4 different fantasy teams, and I
Yeah.
had Odell Beckham on 2 of them,
Oh.
and Brandon Marshall on another.
Can't you trade
so.
mid-season or somewhat through the season? Or
You
no?
can
locked
trade,
in?
yeah, but I've already dropped.
Yeah, but I'm saying your fantasy team isn't exclusive fucking New York Giants. Like, you're all over the league. So
No, yeah, definitely.
your fantasy team is gonna. It might be a little bit affected, but yeah, your actual home team that you root for, your actual
Correct.
like legitimate.
And that is
real
why
life
I
team.
play fantasy, or a big reason I play fantasy is I like watching football,
Like you
but
gain
I'd
something.
rather just watch the Giants. But if I have players on certain teams, that makes me want to watch those games. And
Exactly.
see how
It,
they're
it
doing.
gains interest in the
Correct.
rest of the league and the rest of the games.
Correct.
And the
So
rest
instead
of,
of
the
just
stats and shit
watching
like
my
that.
Giants, I want to watch other games
Gotcha, yeah.
to see how my player's doing.
I never got into a fantasy league. I never really got into the whole understand. I understand how it works, but there you got to score points, or this guy scores
It
points.
doesn't
and
take much, man.
I
It really
get
doesn't.
it. I get the general concept.
Every time
of it,
you
but
draft-
all my friends talk about it, and they're like, "Well, you traded this
and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I don't even
Just pick a
do.
team.
I don't even go crazy.
Like you pick a parlay, and that's what you do for that week. With fantasy, you got to like change your lineup online with all your buddies and shit, and everything's got to be verified. Like no,
yeah, but most of the time it's the
pick
same
a group,
guys.
Pick a group or pick a player, or pick a whatever, and that's it for the season. No changes, no nothing, and let it ride.
You could do that until there's injuries and bye weeks and stuff. Then you got to.
I understand if there's an injury.
But that's all that there is, though. Really, that's all.
But you got to have
your
backup
top guys, and then you have a few on the bench. That's all it is. And then, like I said, I lost Odell. He's out. Two of my leagues. Odell was my top receiver.
Didn't he come into the season with a broken ankle or
he skipped a high ankle sprain? Yep.
Ankle sprain, yeah.
Yep.
And then he actually followed through with it.
And he broke it, yeah.
So he's actually, what I think of is the doctors cleared him to fucking play, and he clearly was not able to play.
No, he was. Even if his ankle was perfectly fine, if you see the way his shit folded.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
There's
no way to prevent that, even if there was an existing.
No. His leg folded underneath the tackle, and it was kind of gross to watch.
I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah,
creepy replays. Like
it was.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, that's why he was crying, dude. He wouldn't even put that foot down. The cart. The other team. After he rolled over, the other team, the linebacker or whatever, was like, "Get the fucking trainers over here!" Like from the other team,
he knew that it was
bad. Yeah, it was bad. And, it's not to say he's not a fucking crybaby. Or whatever,
what are they talking about on the chats here? I'm reading Dave saying shit, and Marcy said, "Tanya, what does get mean? Old break dance injury? What?
I don't know.
This is your family, not mine."
What does GWT mean?
GWT typo get. What does get mean? What does that mean, Marcy? When did Tanya say that?
I don't know.
Get what? Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, so Dave.
Thanks for the derail.
Yeah, thanks, derail. Dave has moved out to Buffalo. He is now making $7 million trillion a day. And doesn't have enough money to take a helicopter, personally.
There's enough room in the parking lot. There's not that many cars
land
out
on the
there.
roof. We'll get a ladder. But no, we are happy that Dave is settled out in Buffalo, taking care of his business, and I'm really proud of him. I know he got a super, super awesome
replacement for Dave, Ron.
I say opportunity, opportunity for work and promotion to work and company car and all that shit. So he's on the right track.
So when he drives it back to do the podcast, it's all on their dime, right?
Exactly. So he's still settling in, doing his thing, and I wish him nothing but the best of the luck. But in the meantime, Draft Dodger
eats lots of broccoli.
This is not between us. It's just me. But he can eat lots of broccoli too. Salud. Today we did it earlier, 10 minutes ago, but no, I'm really kind of focusing on that. Betsy, on the other hand, dun dun dun.
Who?
Oh, Betsy.
Oh, Betsy.
Isn't
she in Puerto Rico or something?
You're in trouble, Mrs. No, her grandmother is in Puerto Rico, and the family bought a plane ticket for Grandma, but Grandma cannot be contacted because there's no cell service, there's no electricity.
There's nothing down there.
They still haven't restored anything yet. So there's.
Unless you ask Trump, he says, "Hey, everything's going great."
Yeah. They're in the situation right now with Betsy's family that her grandmother cannot be contacted to be notified about the plane ticket, saying come to New York, and once everything gets fixed down there, go back down there. So they're housing Grandma, and they're not sure if that plane ticket's going to go to waste and the money's going to go down the drain and so on and so forth. So I do 100% understand Betsy's situation, and she just started a new job last Monday. So she is in a whirlwind of being an adult, and I'm super okay with her not being
her and Dave. Good for them, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that two of my co-hosts both changed two new jobs, and
I appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and now we got to Ron.
Yeah.
So no, I have nothing but love for both of you guys and Ron himself here. We're keeping the dream going. The podcast is going to keep going on, and
it will.
Pop in when you can, pop in when you can't, but try to get in the comments if you will. Dave's in the comments all night, so I'm really happy about that. I wish Betsy was here because,
Betsy is working on taking care of Grandma, man.
Right. We talked on the phone for like 3 minutes. She's like, yeah, the entire family's giving me a weird look. I'm on the phone talking to you. And I'm trying to give her suggestions like, can you talk to the neighbor? Can you talk to the embassy? And I was like, none of that makes sense. Like, the embassy in Puerto Rico is not going to be locating somebody that's got a plane ticket tomorrow. Like, they're not going to look around for her.
Wasn't even going to be a good joke, but it kind of was. I was like, can they contact the gardener?
No.
But it doesn't even make sense because Puerto Rican, not Mexican. Oh, wait, damn it.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the inappropriate bell. And that's the first time I'm singing. I don't know if you guys remember you might remember it, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony used to be on The Zone in the afternoon, and every time somebody would make an inappropriate comment, they would ring a bell, and they called it the inappropriate bell, and it would just go, and it just,
Pretty much do that all night with my comments.
Yeah. So it was the inappropriate bell. So Ron gets the first ringing of the inappropriate.
Score one for
It's
Ron.
not the inappropriate bell because that might be copyright infringement, but the you can't assume that all Latinos are gardeners, Ron.
I said I was
Especially
wrong.
her
She's Puerto Rican,
bisabuela.
not Mexican.
Anyways, guys, we're all here for a good laugh. Ronnie is not that big of a racist. Or
Why are
is
you
he?
laughing when you
Coming
say
up in the
that?
next hour is Ron a racist?
It's not a good topic.
against Cubans and Mexicans, but not the Puerto Ricans. Oh, holy fuck.
Oh, that's great.
What the fuck else is going on in the world? Nothing but drama with Las Vegas. I don't really want to get into it because I haven't been following it.
Yeah,
It is
like I
what it is.
say, I mentioned to you earlier about all the what you call those
Conspiracy theories
and
and
everything.
everybody's got their own opinions. The government's lying to you, yeah, probably. But eyewitness accounts in this day and age, like everybody's got a cell phone. There's security cameras everywhere. We know what happened, or at least a couple people know what happened.
From
If
an
there's
outside perspective, it's kind of cool that there was, not to be a dick about the whole thing, but so much cell phone video and shit. You know what I mean? Because it was at a big ass concert.
That's kind of scary though, because a lot of the people started filming after the first couple shots,
yeah.
and I think I just said I didn't want to talk about it, but now that we did bring it up, you're right. I will talk about
we're
it.
not talking about,
Well, we didn't talk about the actions itself, but
Exactly.
the reactions is the better way to describe it. If I was in a situation where I'm in a large music festival or concert and somebody was just unloading automatic weaponry from wherever, they didn't even know where the shots were coming from initially. Maybe they found out halfway through, or doesn't matter. I would not be, the last thing I would do would be reach into my pocket, grab my phone, and start filming myself.
for sure.
My first reaction would
my
be like,
friends and everything and getting us the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm running.
I'm making
But
sure all my friends are
I'm
with me.
running.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna stop
we're
at the.
out.
I'm gonna stop at the beer tent and grab a beer,
Yeah.
rub my head under the tap for I don't know,
Right.
30, 45 seconds, filling up a cup and running like a motherfucker. But I wouldn't be the one that goes out and grabs their camera and like I better open on my
No
Snap.
way,
I better
dude.
open on my Snapchat or my my camera
Yeah,
video
we
or
can talk
whatever.
about that.
Yeah,
Who's
no.
that, who's that guy?
Dan Blitzer.
There you
or
go,
whatever, yeah.
dude.
He was on the
Running up to the cops, going, "Let me help! Let me."
He was on the Joe Rogan's podcast a couple times, and he's a very smart man. He's just not really important in the sense of what he does.
No.
He's a model, or not even a model, but gets models
Oh,
to
he
come and
tried
hang
to-
around. Like,
what
what is he? I don't even know what he does.
Background. He supposedly went for the Navy SEALs twice, and
What is he famous for? Is my question.
Being on what is it, YouTube or Facebook or whatever, Instagram. He's famous
Yeah,
for
he's
Instagram.
an Instagram. Yeah, an Instagram.
That's what he's famous for,
I'm
dude.
pretty sure he's got something else behind why he's famous. Like
No, he's famous for Instagram.
he's not a actor. Or
Supposed
founder.
like ex-military. No, he paid. No, I think he was like paying for money because he paid
Oh,
a
he's rich.
shit
Yeah,
ton
he
of
was rich.
money
He was rich.
to be in what was that movie? The Lone Survivor.
Never
he-
seen it.
With Mark Wahlberg. It's the real life story of how he was the only one to survive that whole. Dude, that's like the best war scene ever.
Lone
The whole-
Survivor, like a military video.
Yeah,
or
it's a
military
movie.
I
Yeah,
should
with
say.
they went into whatever the Middle East, whatever,
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
Syria, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
and they went to. It was like 4 guys, Navy SEALs. They went into take out somebody, and then they got busted in the first like 5 minutes, and then it was these 4 guys in an all-out shooting war with like 200 insurgents. That's what it boils down to.
What was the name of the movie?
Lone Survivor.
All right.
It is.
I just watched a movie the
It's
other
really
night about
good,
it.
actually.
I just watched a
this
movie
guy
the other night
paid-
about a sniper that was going out. A caravan was coming in, and it was 2 snipers looking down on a caravan of like 50 people. So I was trying to figure out.
That's
Not a
how the
correlation. Not a
beginning of the movie-
correlation.
Oh, that's how the beginning
Not a
of the movie
correlation,
started,
but yeah, it was something along those lines.
well,
if you will.
this guy Dan Balzerian or whatever,
Yeah.
he paid like 1.2 mil or something to be in this movie, like for I don't know,
To
was it
play a
like
role?
2 scennes, 8 minutes or something like that is what he paid for. Yeah, to
To
help
be in-
them pay for the movie. He said, "All right,
He
I'll help you
funded
pay for it." Here's
without collecting a.
they
a
cut
sale
him out to 30 seconds and 1 scene or something, and still took all his money. But anyway, that's how much
Yeah.
money he has and stuff, and he wanted to be involved in being in this movie.
I know that he had something else going on. Watch your comments, if you will. I know he was on the Joe Rogan podcast for, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 times, and I listened to him, but I'm trying to remember why I know the name. I know he's a bigger, heavier set, not like fat, but big, a
No,
larger dude.
no, he's not.
Dark hair with a full beard.
Yep. I mean, he
Yeah.
might be a little stocky.
Bill
but he's
Zarian or whatever.
Yeah, Dan
a
Balzerian
poker
or
player.
something.
That's what he was.
not. Well, yeah, again, because
Yeah,
he came
he-
from money or whatever.
yeah,
he was like,
he was a
"Oh, let's go
yeah.
play poker." Yeah.
He was a poker player, then he had a bunch of winnings and shit like that.
Again, prior to that, though, he tried out for the military and stuff, and was a Navy SEAL or tried. Because he has stories of being a Navy SEAL or tried out for the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, but that's easily disproved, and we call that stolen valor.
yes, and that's
And we've had that conversation on this podcast
yes,
before.
and that is stolen valor because he can't prove it, but it's not hasn't necessarily been disproven either because he supposedly attempted to be a SEAL and never actually made it. I don't think there's record of unless you're there or not that like that or that or not that. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're in the military and you try out for a different job,
Right.
there's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
necessarily
If you're
records
trying-
of that unless you become that job. You know?
Right. They're not going to give you fail to
Right.
to qualify to be a SEAL or a Ranger.
Right? You were
or
still
whatever.
in the Navy or Army
But
or
yeah,
whatever.
but at the same time, like if you tried out to be a Ranger or a Navy SEAL and you know got denied or failed your test, like why would you go around and broadcast that?
Again,
That's a
stolen valor,
failure,
man.
though. That's a failure.
Yeah, but
And to each
he
his
must
own. I don't
think
know
that
how you handle
nobody's
that.
going to find it out, and
Yeah, Lone
So-
Survivor, 2013.
it's a phenomenal movie.
So
man.
he paid to be in that movie.
he paid like 1.2 million or something to be, and it was like a set amount, eight minutes, so many so many lines,
Right.
whatever.
He paid to get
and
into
it
the
got,
into
and
the
he
script.
almost like got caught out of it. He was in like one scene for like 30
Did they
seconds.
refund his money? Or?
No, it was a
Oh,
lawsuit.
man,
dude. it's a freaking lawsuit.
Yeah, that's the most gangster shit in the
If
world.
you look him up and you put in Lone Survivor, it'll bring up the lawsuit.
I'm trying to. I remember the face. I remember the name, but I didn't remember what he was until I read the poker player.
All right, so Dave said, "Who is your daddy and what does he do?"
Yeah. My dad is
Because
Sergio.
this is kindergarten cop.
My dad's Sergio. He is a 23-year-old or 24-year veteran of the military and a letter carrier / mechanic at the post office. So
My dad is a bad
That's-
man. He
that's
kills
Steve.
people for a living, and me and my mom have escaped, and we're trying to get away from him. I think that's what Arnold was looking for an answer
Yeah.
in that movie, but he didn't get it.
fuck. I get kid. Was it Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah.
Such a shitty movie. I watched so many shitty movies. What the fuck? I don't even know where do you begin on shitty movies?
Shitty movies?
Shitty movies. Just
I don't know, man. I
plain and
watched
simple shitty movies.
so
Like,
many movies, I can't even think.
don't
of
go down that
shitty
hall,
right now.
stupid. Like there's gonna be a guy with a gun. Oh, why would you predict that a guy with a gun would be waiting for you at the end of the hall? You heard people downstairs yelling and screaming bloody murder, and you're barricaded in the back
That's-
room.
that's
Like,
your best way to
look,
go. We
you
gotta
open
go
up
out
the door,
there.
but if you open up the door slowly and peek through the door, no, he's never gonna find you.
That's all them scary movies, man. That's all the Jasons. Like why? Like we're already hiding in a great hiding spot. He's not coming to find us. Let's go run right across the front yard and scream. Ah!
Yeah. As soon as you,
Hey,
as
it's
soon
me.
as you start running.
Come
Yeah.
hit me with a machete.
My father used to have one of the main characters from Black Hawk Down over for beers after work.
That's cool.
Pre-downed Hawk.
No,
Before-
Black Hawk Down. That's right. That's a true story. Good flick. Lone Survivor was
Oh, he said
based
before
on
it happened. Okay.
Lone Survivor was based on an actual true story too, but it only comes from that one guy that survived. So, how actual, true it is
But is
on
it
his
authenticated though?
account.
Like my question
Oh,
is,
yeah, well,
there's a lot of movies that went into theaters that can or cannot be authenticated.
No,
It's
Lone
self-interpretation.
Lone Survivor is, but it was again like listen, the four of them were in there. A whole team of guys went out from their their post to go retrieve
Don't
them,
ever punch the
and they
fucking
got
mic.
shot down.
Hold on, don't punch the mic stand.
They got shot down to going to try and save these guys. So yeah, this did happen. I mean, it did happen. Lots of people died in this or whatever. But again, how everything worked out that day and
Transpired.
what happened was on this guy saying how it went down. He
Right.
could have just hid behind a rock the whole time
And that's
said this is what happened.
that's my
But he was
qualm,
the only guy out
my
of the
qualm, if you
four
will.
guys that went in that lived. So
right.
and ended up in a town, and this guy saved him. This family saved him, and the
Kind of like nursing
bad
back
guys-
out, nursing back
yeah,
out, or protect
but
him,
the guys,
protect him
they
from the
hit him,
insurgents, or
and they
whatever.
came
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and said, I know this guy's here, and this town said no, he's not here, and they started shooting people there, and they're just to protect this one guy. It even says it shows the real life picture of the guy that
village
saved him
then the hut
and
that he's
him,
in
where
or
they're
whatever, yeah.
hugging and stuff, and they're still friends to this day. Like this guy took me in and saved my freaking life.
Have you, since you're ex-military, you used to be a Marine, or not used to be, you still are a Marine. Once
That's
a Marine,
correct.
always a Marine, Semper
That is
Fi.
correct.
Blech. Anyways. All right, well, hold on one second.
I thought your alarm was going off or something. It's time to turn the radio on louder.
Some people don't realize that we can't play music during our podcast because
That's all right.
any music in the background will use copyright violations and shut our podcast down.
Shut it
I don't
down.
think she knows about that.
She probably doesn't. You want me to go ask Michelle to turn it down?
I don't think it's going to get picked up. If you guys can hear that music and it's
Yeah.
blatantly obvious that the music is playing, Dave, I know you're
That's a
watching.
good idea. Let us know if
you
it's
can hear
picking it
that
up.
music, the Beatles or whatever's in the background, let us know.
It's James Dean.
Yeah, we don't. It's James Dean. by the way. It's not Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro. Who the fuck is Benicio del Toro, by the way?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that
Johnny
was
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp
And John Goodman.
No, Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro. That was the other guy. What else was he in? He looks like a drunken version of
James Dean.
No, he looks like Brad Pitt in Fight Club with
Crack mixed in.
yeah. I was just about to say like
A little bit of.
I didn't want to say the Down syndrome, but that'd be pretty incorrect. But he looks like Brad Pitt getting his ass beat and bags under his eyes, like I'm Benicio del Toro. What the fuck did Ron just say? Get the fuck out. We're still asking. Kick him off, Steve. I gotta kick you off the show.
For what? What did I
Is the
say?
music fucking being affected?
Yeah, can you hear
That's
the
the
music,
question.
Dave? Because you're one of two people, which the other one's probably me, watching this. So, can you hear the music?
We just want to know about the background music. 'Cause
We can be quiet for a second and wait for his response.
I'd rather hear him.
Oh, this
Well,
is
we're
they got to
talking.
hear this, dude. It's kind of loud.
Not that bad. Well, whatever. Anyways, so there's a shooting somewhere else, like Texas, at a college. I don't remember the exact.
I didn't hear about that.
You're gonna fill my role and not know who Benicio del Toro is. He's such a piece of
How about
shit.
back to the music, Dave? Can you hear it or not?
Yeah, Dave, answer the goddamn questions. I read about it. I think it was last night. There was an open shooter at some college somewhere, and
Really?
Yeah, we'll look it up in 2 seconds. Was it a college? I think it was.
Thanks,
Texas,
Dave.
LA or something.
You said music's fine.
People are going around. Oh, they're.
I want to sing along.
We can't. Just a little with the music. Thank you, Rachel. I don't know if we can turn that down.
Shits are down.
Yeah,
Probably better if you ask.
We got to handle this.
Scottsdale? Got to get another beer while he's up there. All right, so I'm taking questions from the comment field now that Steve's getting the music turned down and getting me another beer, like the good beer bitch that he is. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller. Thanks, Rachel. He's getting it turned down. Still loud. So, yes, Dave? How may I help you? I know there's a delay. I know. Silence is the enemy. So, taking calls now. 1-800-BLOW-ME. Yep, Benicio del Toro. Sorry, Dave. Joey, what's up?
Yo. I guess we're taking a smoke break because there's only one viewer. We're gonna take a smoke break, so everybody that is watching, fucking hold your goddamn horses. We live right down here, in between here and Shamrock. And she has a whole house over here. Well, I know what straws. I'm like, really don't know those questions. You don't know fucking. So I go, he's like, well, I'm started with a bowling. He's like, why are you bowling for Patrillos?
All right. Anybody that's still watching, sorry we disappeared to go smoke cigarettes and be fucking weird. And nobody's watching, so that's super cool. Dave, something, not even watching. Don't get it. Should we talk about the big event with everyone a few weeks ago, or is that no, Dave, we're not talking about that. Poor team. Sorry we're catching up with comments. Dave, I know that you're still watching. I don't get what you're talking about. It was 2 weeks ago. Nothing ever happened. Ever. Ronnie's in the bathroom, and now he's out of the bathroom, so he's back. Dave said, can we talk about the events that happened 2 weeks ago? I don't recall what he's talking about at all.
I have no clue what he's talking about.
Exactly. Dave.
It's an alleged thing that happened in Rochester
Talk to my attorney.
that I was not involved in.
Dave said something about...
I did not hurt my hand. I did not get hit by a car.
Dave said, I'm gone for 1 week, and we throw out the dead air rule. Well, sometimes we...
Well, if we had a third member,
third
maybe.
person, if everybody actually showed up to the podcast, we'd be okay.
We are not worrying about wardrobe teams because this is not what do you call it? Dance moms? Or,
Dance moms.
what is the other one?
I don't know where you
What's
came
the
up
other-
with dance
what's the other
moms.
one?
So
The Honey Boo Boo. Fucking.
honey boo
What the fuck is that called?
honey boo boo.
No, what does
Isn't
she
it?
do though?
I don't know.
Pageant shit.
Pageant. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
My
Not-
daughter did
not the-
pageant
Not
before.
the dance mom thing, but isn't there a
Pageants,
show about
kids pageants thing. Yeah, it was pageant moms. I don't know, something like that.
it? Whatever the fuck it's called.
My
That
daughter
whole-
did that at one point. It was interesting, you know.
Yeah, but to groom and prep your child for that.
She was Little Miss New
Oh,
York,
we're
dude.
supposed to do shots. I forgot.
Hey,
More. Can you just
can you come do it with us? Bring him over
bring
here
him over here? Somebody bought us shots at the bar, so we
on
kind of
camera.
forgot about it.
No, you don't want to get.
right.
All right. Sorry,
A little bit
guys.
more dead air, but shots
Sorry,
take
guys.
precedence.
Shots take precedence. We
We'll be-
are doing a pub cast.
We'll be right back. We're down at M's 4300 Culver Bar and Grill. Here, Kobe. All right, this will be. It's not gonna go down once. It'll come right back up. Hello, thank you. Fuck you, Ron. Well, seeing that I am not a man, I could not finish my shot of Fireball. That was probably, I'm assuming, 74,000 ounces, basically 2.5 gallons. Nope. We are down at M's 4300 Bar and Grill, down in Culver. Do we call it Seabreeze? Do we call it a different area?
This is the breeze.
It's the Seabreeze. So yeah,
No,
We're down
the
on
Breeze.
the north end of Culver.
Like the Bears, it's the breeze.
The Breeze. We come down here every Tuesday, and we have a different lineup every week, which is kind of cool.
Oh, look who's finally joined in to watch us.
Oh, hi, Betsy.
Hola, Betsy.
Hola, Betsy. ¿Dónde está?
To grandmother.
What's it called?
How's grandmama?
No. Abuela? Mis abuela?
I think she did use abuela before.
Abuela is grandmother.
Oh, how's your
Abuelo
abuela?
would be grandfather. Abuela is grandmother.
Hope
don't
everything's okay. How about that?
Yes, we do hope everything is okay with.
And we miss
With
you.
grandma.
And
And we
so
miss
do the 3 people that were watching earlier. They
And,
really missed you too.
For all the people that have been watching the show since we started, we do this on Tuesday nights. It happened to be the free time for myself and Dave and with Betsy. So that might be changing because
Betsy needs another
Betsy-
night.
Yeah, Betsy got a big girl job, and I'm super happy about that. So her having to be at work at 6:30 in the morning or whatever conflicts it is, we can change dates. I'm super cool with it. I want to keep the show going.
I'm appreciative.
Yeah.
I love
I'm not-
doing this.
I'm open for whatever. So
He is open to whatever.
as we've always
Let me
said
tell you.
during all the arguments and bad days that we've had, in the past, the show must go on. So if we're not on Tuesday, we're on Wednesday, or we're on Thursday, or Friday, or
We're
if you
on.
want to make up your own day, like a mixture of days, like Friday and Saturday. Call it Friday,
Call it Friday. Wait.
Friday,
Fraturday.
Saturday.
All right.
Saturday 2 or Friday 2 or whatever. I'm open for it. I love my family. Dave, Betsy, and I really, really had a good thing going on, and it's not over, and it's not dead. It's in.
I'm just
every
hoping it
show.
keep going. That's all.
Exactly.
The bridge.
And I'm really happy that Ron is down for the cause and understands, like, we're here for fun. We don't get paid. We don't have sponsors. We don't have.
But if you'd like to sponsor, call
Yeah, if you would like to
1866.
sponsor us, If you would like to sponsor us, $10 a week,
Just buy us a couple beers.
we'll give you a shout out and plug the shit out of your business. But yeah,
Yeah.
I actually might try to do some sponsors in the
I can find
somewhat-
sponsors.
somewhat non-foreseeable future. But
I can find sponsors.
yeah, $10 a month. That's what?
Nah, we get more than that.
$120 a year for a sponsorship, and I'll give your business a shout out.
I drink more than that, dude. We need to. That's not
Dude,
enough.
we're
Don't
greedy.
listen to him.
We're not gonna beg.
I'm not greedy, but I'm thirsty.
I want to know what Dave is talking about with this whole wardrobe thing. I don't know if Dave's still watching. I can't really tell who's watching, but we don't need a wardrobe.
I think he has a problem with the fact that we're wearing sleeves or not suits. Maybe I don't know. Our shoes are on. I don't know. I don't know. What's the issue, Dave?
For anybody that hasn't seen our show before, I'm assuming the 3 people that are watching right now.
How long is it going to take you to take that shot? That's a
I
shot,
told you,
by the way.
Liquor
Yeah, but
and
it's a shot.
I can't chug liquor.
It's a shot. It's not. You don't sip on it. It's a shot. It's
This
not
is
a
awesome.
glass of wine. It's a shot.
All right. Can I finish? Jesus. In my older age, I should say, liquor does not go down as easy as it used to. It doesn't. Like I used to be able to chug
I could lube the back of your throat for you if you need me to.
I'd rather you never say that or.
I forgot we're on air. Other people might see it.
Means. I actually want to question what that entails. Not physically. Don't act it out, but just, you want to lube the back of my throat.
Mm-hmm. Because I like hearing.
entertain us.
Because I like hearing. Jem was doing that the other night
I don't
over
know.
something, and I was like, "Oh, do that again! I like that. I like that noise."
I've had my bad days with liquor, and I've had my good days with liquor. But when you get to that mode where you're like, liquor is just not settling well, or
Yeah, I
not
get
fucking
it. I
going down
guess.
the right way, like you sip on it.
I remember my first beer.
Yeah. Fuck. Anything I do, I always get ridiculed. I actually had a beer after work tonight. I stopped in, coming from the shop. I stopped here for a beer before I went home.
He did.
I didn't really change. I changed my pants and shoes and socks and took a quick shower. And I talked to somebody outside that has they shaved the side of the head on both sides. And
Little Mikey, like a little Mikey does.
they keep the top of the head to the back and put it up into a
In a man
ponytail.
bun.
And my first question was, do you deal with the man bun comments? He's like, all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
for sure.
I was like, how do you handle it? He's like, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Hate me 'cause you hate me.
Yeah. I would say 90%. He's a little far-fetched. I'd say maybe 65% of the people that make the man bun comments, are going bald or are bald or have a bald brown.
I'm in the 10% then because I am far from bald, but I do enjoy
You don't
commenting
use
on the man bun.
You don't
But-
use the word man bun. You just call me.
I just call you hippie,
You
right?
call me hippie.
But
Anybody with long hair in Ron's eyes is
a hippie,
a hippie.
Yeah. tree hugger, you know.
You have incense in my room.
And he does.
I do
He
smoke
does.
weed.
He has an incense burner, like a burner
Yeah,
box.
it's
Okay,
not-
so
it's not an
Yeah.
incense like tray.
yeah, no, not the little tray that you get
a
with the
box.
10-pack for $1.99.
Not
He
that-
has an actual box. He paid like $7 for.
It's,
all right.
it's like porcelain or ceramic or
Right.
some stupid shit like that.
So he's a hippie.
Yeah. Dave said,
Dude, you're not making a case for yourself here.
no, Dave said put it on top of it. That's the
Yeah, that was
I
hilarious.
was like, no, Dave, you open it
That's
up.
not how it works. There's little holes through the side. The smoke's supposed to billow out.
I advocated my fucking hippiness.
Yeah.
I'm not a hippie. I was never raised a hippie. I never experienced the hippie lifestyle. But having long hair does not make you a hippie. I understand your stupid joke, and I embrace it though, because I talked to my coworkers, and I had to call him earlier today asking him if he was going to come on the show. And I told my coworker in the truck on the way from one lawn to the next, I was like, I'm calling Ron. And as soon as he answers the phone, he's going to say, hey, what's up, hippie? And without fail, what's up, hippie? Boom. Done.
Hey, man, it's just teasing you about the long hair. That's all.
And if I was offended by it,
Listen,
I'd be like,
You don't
yo,
ride around-
Stop
listen,
calling me that.
you
shit.
have-
I
you have,
don't mind it at all.
you have a sound system in your truck, and
I
it's
do.
not pumping Grateful Dead, okay? You're not actually a hippie, but
Yeah.
You know,
I got
you haven't cut your hair in a long time, and you
Almost
like to
almost-
burn incense. So I'm
almost-
gonna call you hippie. Okay.
almost 2 years without a haircut. No, not even a trim. Nothing. Like at all.
He does want me to learn how to do dreads, though.
Yeah, I'm probably not
Yeah,
gonna do
don't do
that.
that.
So many people are talking. shit
Yeah,
about
don't
it.
do it, dude.
Well, my original like
I mean,
idea.
you already don't wash shit, so I
Fuck.
guess.
I wash my hair every day.
Yeah, it's
I
gross. Don't.
I
don't do
shampoo it every
it.
day.
You can't. You can't
but
if you
I-
have dreads, dude.
but I don't condition it every day.
just put the beeswax shit in there.
Yeah.
It is disgusting.
Well,
dreads are disgusting, dude.
They're not disgusting because that's a misconception, and I will actually, debate this.
Oh, let's debate it.
Dreadlocks are not as bad as I assume. Everybody assumes the whole dreadlock thing is you don't wash your hair and you just let it fucking clump
You have
up.
to,
No, that's not how it works.
dude. You can't sit there and
Yes.
scrub it.
Yes, you can. You soak it, and you actually dry it out. You actually have to dry it out.
You soak it
not
and
like-
dry it. Are you washing it?
Yes, when you're soaking it and squeezing in liquid
That's it.
liquid shampoo but there's actual shampoo made for dreadlocks. Something that will not dry it out, something that won't harm it, something that's not gonna last.
Is it a plant derivative?
I don't
It's
yeah,
from
probably.
from a tree or something because it's all hippie-ish.
I probably no. It's a legitimate
Slap
thing.
a lot of
There is
powder on there when you're
legitimate
done.
shampoo and
Yeah, I
hair care products for dreadlocks. And I know a lot of people that my tattoo artist has dreadlocks, and he's had them I would say his entire life, but his majority of his later life from 20 on had dreadlocks, then cut them off, and then grew them out again. I walk up to him and hug him and sit next to him when he's tattooing me, and he's
And you don't
right-
smell anything.
No, not at all. It's not stinky, moldy, fucking damp.
It's all
Yeah.
I know of dreads. Maybe I'm misconstrued, but
Well, you're
that
thinking
it's-
about
that
the
it's dirty
common
hippie dreads, dude. Like,
yeah. Well, there's also hippies that have dreads because they're dirty.
wanna talk
You know.
cars? So my buddy Joe's over here. He's a car master. He'd like to sit in and talk cars with Steve.
Jump on the show, man. I'll set up a mic.
He'll talk cars.
I'll talk anything about anything for.
He's gonna sit down.
No,
There you go.
I'll set up another mic. No, you're good. Talk in the meantime.
Oh,
I'll set
I'll
up
talk.
another mic.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta take my
All right.
shot because I'm not gonna be a little bitch.
Too late for that.
Fuck off. Ah.
So yeah, Steve's a hippie.
Fuck.
And he has a man bun. And now we're gonna set Joe up with a mic so we can talk cars. This man has been he's had a lot of nice cars, Camaros, Firebirds, everything you can think of. Now he's got a Trans Am. It's a 01, 06, 06, 02 Trans Am, T-tops, LT1. I'm gonna wait.
It's a
I'm gonna
WSA.
wait. I'm gonna
It's
wait. I'm gonna
WSA
wait.
Trans Am.
LS1. I don't know. So you're gonna talk it.
Pick up your beer.
Come sit.
No.
You ain't got nothing else going on.
Pick up your beer.
You ain't got nothing else going on. Come sit.
Watch your room.
Oh,
Slide your chair over.
Got it.
Pretty fucking simple. It's pretty fucking simple what we're doing.
I got it.
Bear with us for doing stuff.
Like, I would do it for her mom, and I would do it for the kids. I would do it for her.
Simple thing. There's like 3 people watching. It's a podcast. It's not fucking, what do you call it? America's Got Talent. We don't have no viewers. Or don't. Or don't. Did you do that?
Leave, bud.
Put this thing in. It doesn't work. Commercial break.
I'm looking all the stuff. You're not leaving.
You want me to talk about? Talk about anything.
Bro, that's your shit.
I should have wiped off.
Something's wrong, dude. Other end.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. That was
No.
bad. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go into this.
That doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's right. It's a pre-wire.
That cord. That cord's fucking broken. So.
Sit.
Shit.
Sit, dude. I didn't set all
Sit
this up
shit.
for you not to sit.
You guys are gonna go
Shit.
far. I'm good.
Sit. Come on, dude. I just set all these
Oh,
shit
man.
around for you to sit down. We need a new topic. Sit down.
Sorry, guys. We are drunk and
You don't know Carousel. That's the
I
thing.
don't really either. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Steve, you know Cars?
I really do actually.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're talking about, yes. I was raised a gearhead and still kind of I love it, if you will. Give us a second, guys. Ronnie's stupid and doesn't know what he's fucking doing.
The thing wouldn't turn.
You gotta push it all the way.
The thing wouldn't turn. I got it.
Yeah, but you gotta push it all the way against the table.
I got it.
All right, talk into your mic for like, say something. Just blah 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 blah. There you go.
That'll work.
Hold on. We're doing a mic check real quick.
That'll work.
Well, you got to start talking so I can make sure that you're actually on the same level. Just say ABC 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4.
There you go.
There you go.
Yodi.
There we go. Perfect.
There you go, Luther.
What up?
Perfect.
All right, new topic. Vehicles.
No, man, that's cool. To have a gearhead on the
Huge
fucking show.
gearhead.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us. what
Introduce
are you,
introduce your motherfucking self.
That's my boy Joe Glazer right here.
There, Joe.
What's your credentials? What are you certified in? Chevy, Ford, what else?
Everything.
Everything.
Like a lot of high performance. Like, I don't know. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What are the fucking cars you've had? What do you got right now? 02, you said?
O2 Trans Am. That's what I have right now.
LS1.
Yep. LS1.
Isn't Dad's motor the same thing in his
No, man's got a 94 Impala.
Impala with the LS1?
LT1.
LT1. Dude, what's the difference, LT and LS?
There's a little bit of difference, but
They're both vet motors, right?
they're absolutely there. They're both vet engines, but
LT1, LS1. All right. And you had a Camaro before this.
4 Camaros before
I'm
this.
sorry, 4 Camaros before this.
Did I just hear the word Ford Camaro?
No, 4.
4 Camaros before this. Yes, I have. Yes.
All right, so this guy said he's a gearhead too. So let's test his
All
knowledge. Let's test
Oh, go
Steve's
nuts.
gearhead knowledge.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm not an expert by any
Oh
means.
no! Didn't he say I'm a gearhead too?
I'm a gearhead, but I'm not an expert by any means.
All right, here we go.
3 tune ports, 2 LS1s.
What's
We'll see.
what's a tune port?
That's your intake.
That's
Tune
an
port injection.
80s That's an 80s IROC or Camaro or what have you.
The ones I
it's
like.
a F
Camaro's
body.
the
Not
shit
F
that I
body.
like.
Yeah, F body.
Those were tune ports.
Yep.
350s, right?
Yep.
It could be a
350
305, 305 and 350 would be that.
305 or 350.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have a 305
Small block
tune
Chevys.
port? Really? See? These are shit that I don't know.
Chevy
build.
Yeah,
the high out,
that's
the
right.
high output. Yeah. So the 305 would be
Well, what was my
30
Pontiac that I
30
had? It was a 301. Is that not Ford? I thought that was Ford. It
301, what year?
was a 79 Pontiac Grand Prix. It was a 301.
Yeah, that was a
79 Grand Prix.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't a slug, but it was a 301. All right, it was still in a small block 8-cylinder. All
slug.
right,
Oh, that was a slug.
all right, yeah, it was. All right.
So, are you a mechanic by trade? Like, what got you into like the car scene? Like, what happened?
Like 8th grade.
Eighth grade.
About, I was probably about 12, 13 years old. That's what started getting into me.
And he did what do you call that in school? I want to say
In school.
I did Womoco. I did Womoco.
In Eastridge.
M's 4300 Eastridge.
9th grade, 10th grade. I went through Eastridge and everything, and
Vocational. That's what I was thinking of. Like a
Right.
vocational shit. You
Yeah,
went and
that's
learned
what Womoco
cars.
was. Womoco was to Hilton, Brockport, and all that.
like
other
going to
shit.
wood
Yeah,
shop.
I did.
But he did cars.
I did
I,
auto mechanics in
I
BOCES,
knew at
if
that
you will.
point
There
probably,
you
probably 9th grade, 10th grade that I knew.
Didn't you have a Camaro like 2 years before you even had a license or something?
Yeah, I did. 10th grade at a
I did the same thing.
Camaro.
Right?
I did.
And he's
Did you
got
have a-
pictures to prove it.
Did
Dude.
you have a leather jacket? A members only jacket.
Probably had it.
Probably did. Yeah. His dad bought it for him. He's like, yeah, buddy.
I want to let everybody know. Just
79 Camaro Z28.
That's the shit right there.
for everybody that hold on one second. For everybody that doesn't know who he is, outside he's got a white Trans Am that's fucking stupid nasty.
O2? Sick.
Not
Sick.
not a flashy car.
No.
Not
Although
a-
he did just what's that
No,
piece you just
what I'm saying is
back?
it's not a flashy car with they did the WS6 package for a while. Then they did the 35th anniversary and all this other shit.
He finds these deals from these like 75-year-old ladies that drove the thing for 3,000 miles to get groceries. This guy
Yeah.
fucking finds these cars. What was the GTP you had before this? Was that
It was 1998.
98 Grand Prix GP,
48,000
Yeah.
miles.
48,000 miles on it, dude.
What year?
98.
98 GT.
With the-
But that's a front wheel drive.
Oh no, it is. No, it's
It's
not.
still a
It's
G-
not the same thing, but dude, it is still like a high performance type of vehicle
Ron rode
Well, there's a GT and there's a GTP and
and a Grand Prix. Yeah,
then there's the SSs and
sure.
so on and so
Ron
forth.
But this
rode
thing
it.
had less than 50,000 miles on it as a 98, dude. He bought it from like an old lady for like a couple grand, or $3, $4
Right,
grand.
yeah, because they didn't.
And
they
it's
didn't
a
beat the
sought after vehicle. It's
And
like
they
a
didn't
barn find.
shit out of it. They didn't.
No.
They didn't abuse it. And
it's
yeah,
fucking
they probably
weird.
maintained the shit out of it. Yeah.
It's the fucking thing.
It was a cool car to find.
Oh, very cool.
Dave said my mic is giving feedback. So
What was
Fuck.
what's your dad's car that one that you're gonna get, the Oldsmobile or whatever there? You guys found that thing for no the other car, the gold one, his regular car, the regular car,
I don't even know.
the regular car in the driveway, the freaking you were gonna take for the kid there.
That freaking
It's a Oldsmobile or whatever, right?
442 or something.
The Buick, all right.
No.
Still, my point was that they found this thing, had like 30,000 miles on it. I don't know, something ridiculous. They got it for like $500.
Yeah,
And
well,
the thing's
a lot
in mint condition.
A lot of
They
people.
find these cars.
A lot of
dude.
people that you can find an old car with
Isn't that
like
point?
low mileage on it, but sometimes that mileage doesn't matter.
You're right.
because-
Sometimes cars need to be driven.
Right, exactly.
Like
Because
my car.
It could have been set. It could have been sitting in a garage for 20 years.
My
and-
car was low mileage before I bought it, and now it has almost 200,000 miles.
Yeah, but you have like
and
a,
the thing
you have like a
still-
2000.
not-
you have like a
not the
2000.
engine, right?
You have like a.
The engine only has like 80,000. The engine only has about 110 on it, all right? But the car,
Oh, you
has-
did the swap, didn't you? I forgot about
he
that.
did the swap.
I know.
Or
Yeah.
me.
Put the motor in it, but
He did. He did me a solid, man.
That's dedication.
And
though.
it's,
There's a lot. That's a
also was,
lot.
That's I guarantee that he enjoyed doing that though.
That's a lot.
guarantee it.
That's a lot of work to do. And from stock to stock swap. The
In a
same
newer
motor,
vehicle too, dude.
the-
This is
yeah,
all
there's
plugs and
there's
everything. It's
so
not.
much. Yeah,
It is
there's
not
so much shit.
just. It is not just plugs and wires and
Right.
then
It's
you know
not-
nuts
it-
and bolts. This is plug this in here, there, and everywhere,
Right.
dude.
And there's
computers
sensors.
and sensors.
There's sensors and wires and everything like this.
And again,
it's way.
I
it's
guarantee
way out
he
of fucking
enjoyed
control.
doing it though. Not that he didn't deserve more than what I paid him, but guarantee he enjoyed doing that though. It was I guarantee you did. And then you like saying, "Hey, I fucking put a new motor in this thing." It's a it's something to be proud of though.
How much
Did he
work
just
have
say
you?
I enjoyed charging you too?
How much work have you done?
You
Is it the same
charged
car?
me enough.
Is it the same car that I worked on too?
How much work have I done to his car?
Let's not get into that. He said
Yeah.
it's at the same car he did work on.
Yeah, I had to replace
My exhaust
two.
pipe.
Yeah, you had two parts
I
of your
said, let's
exhaust
not
system,
talk
bro.
about it.
Your car is a piece of shit.
My car's not a piece of shit.
Stop dumping money into it.
My car's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Are you comparing it to your truck?
My truck's a piece of shit too.
My car's not a piece of shit. Not at all. Actually, I'm stoked about my car. That shit's almost two. My tranny has almost 200,000 miles on it, man, and it's still going strong as
Is it
hell.
05, 06?
06, man.
06? How many? 200?
194,000 miles now, dude.
But you had to.
I had an engine
you had
swapped
to
out.
swap the motor, but that's
So
that could've been
subtract
something
80,
different, though.
subtract 80,000 miles is what the difference is in motors.
But the mileage
With the tranny and the car
tranny,
have
yeah.
200, almost 200,000
for,
miles on
for
it,
a Chevy to have that much mileage, that's not that bad.
and it is going strong, dude. Strong. I got no problem with it. I've had a broken rear shock for a year or so now. That sucker still corners like a champ.
Dave said Ron loves a good tranny.
Dave, stop giving away my secrets.
Yeah, my 05 Dakota has 146 and some change.
05.
05 Dakota, a year younger than or older than yours.
Newer, younger.
Yours is an 06, mine's an 05.
Oh yeah,
so mine's an
older.
older.
You're right, older.
146 and some change or whatever the fuck
Right,
it is.
so I got 50 on you.
It runs. It's a piece of shit, but it's been maintained. So it's a maintained piece of shit.
You know, you go from first to third now, but it's all
Yeah,
right.
well, what happened was Daimler Chrysler got bought out by Mercedes-Benz in 2004 or 2005,
Here we go.
and they put Mercedes transmissions into all of their fleet. They're garbage, exactly. My synchros
That's why you're sitting there.
My synchros in second and reverse were shot by, I'd say, 50 grand on the dash. 50,000 miles, synchros were gone. And that's like not beating the shit out of the truck. That's the highway miles, just driving it like a normal motherfucker. I
Well,
go from first.
That's impossible
I go-
because you're not a normal motherfucker.
No.
I'm like a
didn't- I
normal
didn't own the truck
motherfucker,
for
but
the-
you're not normal.
I didn't own the truck for the first 50,000 miles that got put on, but they were shot.
Are you kidding me?
O2 Pontiac. That's good.
I only laugh at it because you have to fit kids in the back seat and stuff.
That's the
That's the only reason I laugh at it.
funny thing. The old lady laughed at me. I had a 98 GTP.
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
That was still rough getting the kids
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
back.
two.
It was
Yeah, it's a two
It was
door.
still a two-door.
Yeah, it's a two-door. Like
Don't
yeah,
matter. You still
there's
got a
plenty of
big-ass
room in the back.
Oh,
seat.
yeah, definitely, but-
plenty of
Got a
room.
big ass back seat.
Yeah.
The only
Just
bitch
getting
would
back
be,
there.
Oh, you got the Trans Am.
The seats are a little bit smaller.
a little bit.
A lot smaller.
His daughter they have to squeeze her booster seat in the back seat, and then she sits back there like this. But I bet you what, she's like this. She's like on a roller coaster the whole ride though. She's like,
That
yeah.
car's not back seat. I put her back there every single day. I put a 6-year-old back there.
Yeah, it's all good,
Put an
dude.
8-year-old back there.
And you're getting what, 9 miles per gallon?
No, he does better than
Not
that.
at all. Not
You have
even.
a stock.
19 miles a
Yeah,
gallon.
no, he
You got
does better
stock
than that.
lock, stock transmission. I thought you built that thing.
No, not yet.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Oh,
Not
so
yet.
what do you have? The 3.0
The LS LT,
350.
LS1 motor, the Corvette motor, man.
350.
Yeah.
You've done no work to that car.
Not yet.
No,
Well,
he
man,
just
motor.
did. He cut off the tips and put
Exhaust.
the new exhaust tips on, and the what the hell is that thing called you replaced? Which actually
Exhaust
does
and
look dope.
intake, that's it.
So the backside of the car's got, it's the rear bumper, whatever, and then you got the exhaust coming out the back.
Exactly.
There's this
And
bottom
pro-
piece that's
and
white, right?
programmer.
The whole thing's white. So there's a little bottom piece though. You change it from white to black
What are you talking
on the
about?
back bumper. So you're looking at the back of the car. Here's a spoiler. Here's the back side of the car with the lights and everything, and then the exhaust is down here.
I understand that.
Well, on the bottom part is actually a separate piece between the like around the exhaust pipes. It's two pieces.
Like
The back clip, the back bumper
oh,
and shit.
yeah. Like
actually-
a body panel.
It's
like,
actually two pieces. So there's
What-
there's the upper that come down around the lights.
I understand the rear
and then-
bumper. It's a cover.
There's actually a lower part. It's two pieces. The top part and the bottom part.
Right.
There's the bottom part comes around and around the exhaust. The top part has the lights. Okay, it's actually two pieces of plastic.
I understand. I know my F
We
body,
took that.
I know
He
that.
took the bottom white part and painted it black.
Okay.
It looks tight. That's all I'm saying, dude. You're questioning me on it. I had to explain it. The buildup was all there, and then it was white and black.
You're
It's
talking
black.
you're talking
It's cosmetics. Yeah,
You're
it
talking
looks
cosmetics,
nice.
Yeah.
It looks very
The
nice.
car's beautiful. It's in the parking lot right now. I saw it.
It is. The
I saw it
T-top's
tonight.
still
I
off.
saw it a couple, 5-6 times before.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful car. My brother had a 96 Trans Am WS6 T-top, 6-speed, fucking whatever you want to call it, WS6. Beautiful car. He worked at Goodyear, Firestone, or whatever the fuck it was.
Ever worked
Back in the
Firestone?
day when he lived in Virginia. The guy came in to the shop saying, I need a tune-up, and I'm getting a check engine code, and the car is fucking broken.
No, if you
I want to sell it. I want to sell the car, and whatever it is, just fix whatever's wrong with it, and tell me how much it costs to fix it, and I'll sell you whatever. My brother's like, I'll make a bid on your car, and
Nobody wants to fix it. LT1.
he had his fucking back two cylinders on the block reversed, which is seemingly stupid.
Wait, reversed?
Exactly. How do you do that? Not
Where'd he
rear,
go?
on the same side. Not the both rear, the 8th and 7th,
Speak on
if
it.
you will, or 8th and 6th. So cylinder in the
Speak on
rear
it.
against the firewall, and the cylinder in front of that were reversed. So there was a misfire, and my brother changed plugs and wires and actually hooked it up the right way, and the car ran perfect. And said, "I'll give you, $1,000 for the car." The guy said, "Okay,
That's
perfect. Give me the money."
impossible.
What's that?
Not impossible.
What do you mean? It's a misfire. If you're hooking up cylinder 8 to cylinder 6 and 6 to 8, it's going to misfire.
It's not impossible.
What do you mean it's not possible?
It's not.
Elaborate. Why isn't it possible?
Elaborate that.
It's not even possible. How would you do that?
Stretch it to
'Cause
put
the
the
guy-
wires hooked up in the wrong ones.
Because the guy that did it in his garage was a fucking idiot. And he didn't realize that he did something wrong. So he brought it to a shop where my brother was the service manager and said, "Hey, buy this car and find out what's wrong with it and tell me what it's worth." My brother said, "Well, I don't know what your problem is. I'll offer you X amount of dollars." And the guy said, "Give me cash." My brother gave me cash and reversed cylinder 8 and 6 or
What are
whatever.
you saying though? Back in high school when we
No, this was-
swapped
this was
motors,
this was in 2004.
back when I was in high school though, we did because the wires come different. You know what I mean? The distributor cap and all that, all the wires, they come different sizes, and some of them you might get mixed up on. That's what I'm assuming he's talking about.
Well, the guy tried to do his own tune-up, tried to change his own plugs and wires, and didn't hook them up the way they were supposed to be hooked up. So off your distributor
Motor's
cap,
going to be hooked up the right way. So
he
6,
reversed.
8,
He reversed the
6
two.
for
He reversed the two
warrant.
rear cylinders on the passenger side.
not even
What?
possible.
Reverse the two rear cylinders
It's not even
on the
possible.
passenger side?
Not even possible.
I don't understand what you.
I don't understand
How's
what
that
you're
not
saying.
possible?
Two rear cylinders on the passenger
There's
side.
a V8. A V8 is like this. It's a V shape, right? And there's 4 on each side.
That's why it's a
There's
V8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But they're
Mhm.
not numbered like that. There's a firing order. So it's not cylinder
Hey,
1,
Bill,
cylinder
listen to
2,
this
cylinder 3,
podcast,
4,
I'm gonna
5.
kill myself.
So the guy changed the plugs and wires, and from off the distributor, this
Right, he
wire should
lined it
go
up.
to this cylinder.
It's
This
not
wire should go to that
possible.
cylinder. It is
It's not
possible. The guy that did it on his own didn't know what he was doing.
It is possible to
Took all
hook it
the
up
wires
wrong.
off and then try to fucking hook them back up and hook them up wrong. And the car ran like shit and said,
And it
"Well,
says
the car's-"
misfiring. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the guy's like, my car runs like shit. I just want to get rid of it. Fucking give me an offer on the fucking car.
So because he
Bought it.
fucked up a tune-up, he thought he fucked his whole car up.
Exactly.
And somebody bought it and
My brother bought
straightened
it.
the wires out and
Ex-
said,
Exactly.
you're an idiot.
No, he didn't even tell him that. He didn't tell him. He didn't tell him shit. He's like, yeah, your car's
Right?
fucked.
Yeah, your car's
Your car's
fucked, dude. Yeah, your car's fucked. I'll give you $1,000 for it.
And he bought the car 80% under value. It's actual,
Sweet.
you know, whatever you want to call it, what it was actually worth. So he drove that car around for 7 years, 8 years.
With a misfire?
No.
No, he fixed it right after that.
No, the guy that owned the car fucking wired it wrong after a tune-up. My brother realized what he did wrong, the guy did wrong, and said, yeah, your car is completely fucked, and said, I'll give you this amount of money for it. He's like, yep, gave him cash, and my brother's like, switched 2 wires around, the back 2 cylinders, and it ran perfectly fine. Put an SLP Performance Skunk 2 exhaust on it or whatever. That car was nasty as
Skunk.
No, Loudmouth 2. SLP Performance. Loudmouth 2. That's Skunk. Loudmouth 2. It's a catback. That's all it is. It's a straight catback. SLP Performance. Street legal performance. They do F-bodies, Corvettes, Camaros, Firebirds, so on and so forth. It's a bolt-on cat. What do you call it? Catback exhaust. That car was nasty as fuck. I love the shit out of the F-bodies. I love mid 90s to early 2000 F-bodies, Firebirds, Camaros, and somewhat Mustangs, but not so much. I'm a gearhead. I was raised as a gearhead. My dad's been turning wrenches since he was a little kid, and I learned to turn wrenches when I was a little kid. I got a tattoo of a spark plug and pistons and
Oh boy.
yeah, all that shit. No, I was
Oh boy.
Mr. Horsepower, Moon Eyes, Route 66, the whole 9. I was raised a gearhead, and I turned my first wrench at like 2 or 3 years old in a barn, changing like lug nuts off my dad's fucking project car. I've been building cars with my father for 20-something fucking years. 37 Chevy, 52 Ford, and a 52 Studebaker. I love building fucking cars, and I understand the basics of it, how engines run, how transmissions work, how suspension, how do you change things. And I fell in love with it and have a passion for it, but it's just a hobby because the money's not there. But if you get in with the right people or the right shop, you can definitely make a fucking career. And I respect anybody that can get that niche in a garage or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. We're at a talk show.
What are you talking to?
I was talking to you the whole time, motherfucker. Don't smoke weed, motherfucker.
Oh, what are you talking about?
No,
I'm talking about automotive.
I was just saying I grew up in the field with my father being a hobbyist and me following in his footsteps. Like
That's awesome.
I got the passion
the
passion to understand how it works. And in meeting people like you that have a car that you understand how every part works. And
It sucks, for me, like, that's awesome meeting you, like, that somebody has done it, that I do it every single day. It sucks. It does.
how many 10 millimeter sockets do you have? That's a mechanic.
I try to keep about 33.
Fair For anybody that's watching that's not a mechanic or doesn't
Yep.
understand how mechanics works,
Yep.
the 10 millimeter socket is
Yep.
the most common socket size for
And
most parts on
and
any vehicle ever, and you lose
And
it.
8 millimeter.
Yeah, you lose it. You lose it every goddamn time because it's
I've done it. Let's see. 36 years old, so I've done this for 20 years. Done this for a lot of years. Working on a lot of cars. Sucks. I don't
You gotta
even
have
want
a
to
full
work
set.
on cars anymore. I don't.
you gotta have a full set of tools and an alternate set of tools just in case. You know,
My
I lose one of
toolbox.
them. Yeah.
My toolbox costs what your car costs.
Right? That's the way. That's the way
That's
I was always
true
raised,
story.
and I've always
That's-
learned. Yeah. I was raised with that. My dad had like 9 toolboxes in the garage. 9 full-size Snap-on, Craftsman, whatever.
Ask Ron what my toolbox costs.
Well, now they're getting crazy now. They're getting crazy now. Definitely. The full-size,
insane,
the
it is.
full-size
It's-
roll-offs or whatever, or not roll-offs, but a rolling
My toolbox.
chest. They're not
probably-
boxes. They're chests.
About 8-9 grand. It's worth more than Ron's car's worth.
But you got to pay for that. And those stupid little jobs, like I got to fix my buddy's exhaust, or fix his blah blah blah. The toolbox is not going to pay for itself. Snap-on is a corrupt fucking company. Do you agree with that? A little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That motherfucker is
you know,
that motherfucker's a danger to any mechanic.
I got,
That fucking
I
that
got my
van pulls up.
girlfriend. I got whatever. I got to tell my girlfriend. I got to. Hey, I gotta buy this $300 tool.
I need it. But yes, Snap-on has the best of the best, and they're just really, really overpriced. But
Way overpriced.
they'll give you a line of credit, and if you don't pay it, it comes out of your paycheck. And they show up every week trying to sell you something more, and build up your fucking
If
build up
you're
your
not a
build up
mechanic-
your toolbox. You need this swivel, 3/8 fucking impact, whatever.
If you're not a mechanic, you don't know. You
Right.
don't know.
Exactly. But they're savages, and they'll hound you by saying you need this, and you realize like I do need that. You'll use it 5 times in a week, and it pays for itself. But in the
For a
meantime, there's a bunch
mechanic,
of shit
yeah,
that you don't.
you need it
No,
every
definitely.
single time.
Just for a mechanic. Yeah, a common hobbyist doesn't need that shit. You don't need Snap-on tools. But if you're using the same shit every day, you need a quality fucking socket that's not going to break.
Yep.
You need a quality ratchet that's not going to break. You're
Yep.
going to need a fucking impact gun that's not going to break.
Exactly.
And Snap-on guarantees all their shit it's not going to break. And if it does break, you
Exactly.
call them up, they will show up the same day.
If you're everyday, whatever, home to home, whatever, yeah, you can get away with what do you call it?
Half-assing it. Yeah. You could buy Craftsman fucking shitty sockets or,
Craftsman.
yeah.
What's what
Husky
they do?
and
That's
Husky and what the fuck else is it? There's a bunch of shitty ones. I gotta pee. We're taking a break. You can keep talking to everybody if you want. Ah.
Do you really? Put him in the corral. Put him in the corral.
Put him in the corral.
Oh, buddy. Wait.
Yeah. We're a little drunk, and it's okay. It's okay.
What's going on, buddy?
We got no viewers, but it's okay. They can watch you guys later. We brought on a guest that was a little drunky boo and didn't know what he was talking about. So
How you doing?
I am really, really stoned right now.
Hey, there's
I
nothing wrong with
smoked a little
that.
weed. It's America. It's 2017.
That's when all your talents come out, usually.
Sometimes you just want to smoke some weed. It's okay. Anyways, we're down here at M's 4300 Bar and Grill, 4300 Culver Road
4300 Culver Road.
Culver Road.
Yep, in Seabreeze.
in Seabreeze, the one and only.
Yes,
Seabreeze.
still cooking. Just cooked the calamari steak French over escrow.
I've written about the restaurant. Well, you're a restaurant, but not a restaurant. You are a little bit of both.
We're a little bit of both. We cater
You do it-
in-house, out-of-house.
He runs a catering company
Yeah.
out of the kitchen, but at the same time, he actually does cook the food for this place. And I've met a million chefs in my life, and you have to make your decision on: does this guy know what he's doing? Does he kind of get an idea of what he's doing? This guy does. Chicken French is it a Rochester staple or originated here? Did it get adopted into Rochester? It doesn't matter. It's something that you have to know as a chef in Rochester in any restaurant that you work in. I talked to, I don't even know the kid's name that worked here or whatever it was.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Maybe Kevin you're talking about?
the kid that used the olive oil. Instead
Oh,
of the
yeah.
vegetable oil,
Hit it all backwards.
yeah. I was outside before we actually started doing the podcast here. I talked to a kid outside that was a cook here or chef here, or whatever you want to call it, and I brought up the chicken French recipe, which is my favorite thing by far to make. It's not a challenge dish, but it's a step thing.
Yeah.
You have
yeah.
to start from step one. You can't skip anything. You
Yeah.
can't fuck anything.
Well,
up.
yeah,
You
it
have
could
to
be
do it
challenging if you're cooking for like mass amount of people.
Right.
You know, if you're just cooking at home for
To
yourself,
order.
yeah,
Yeah, to
it's
order.
pretty
It's a-
easy.
it's
It's
a-
pretty
yeah.
simple. Yep.
It's a step-by-step thing. It is
Absolutely.
What it is.
Yep.
And I asked this kid outside. I was like, "Oh, so you're one of the cooks here?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, you know how do you do your chicken French?" And he went through the process, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, me too." And without sounding rude or insulting, I didn't interrupt him. But at the end, when he was done, I was like, "You used like olive oil instead of
Right.
vegetable or peanut or whatever the fuck it would have been."
Yeah, vegetable oil.
I was like, that's just not the way to do it. But John and I, the head chef that runs the kitchen here, talked about the chicken French recipe and the process of the step-by-step. Yeah, exactly. That table sucks. You have to clamp it.
So John
live.
makes some really good food.
Hold on, let me finish. Anyways, his process and recipe of the chicken French that I was taught is 98% on point of what I was taught. So
Right.
I tasted it, and boom. If you like chicken French, if you like pizza, if you like
Wings.
wings are simple.
Hey.
No, I'm not taking anything away from anybody with wings,
The
but
process is simple.
Yeah.
But there's different qualities of wings. Different
it's your
yeah.
process of your sauce and
Right.
ingredients of your
Right.
sauce.
And
but
the wing itself, like you have the Purdue roasters, you have jumbos, and you have regular size wings.
special, yeah, that's
Yep.
that's
So-
distributor
Yep.
sources, but I understand that.
Yep.
Wings are always phenomenal, always phenomenal.
Thank you.
But the chicken French, I've tried it in, I'd say, 10 different places since I learned that recipe at the Charlotte Tavern and the Tavern 19. I've tried it in 10 different places from the way I was taught. I've liked 2. Mr. Dominic's and yours.
Oh, thank you. That's an honor.
Out of the 10
Really
places,
is.
out of the
Yeah.
10 places that I've tried chicken French, I will never go back to those 8 places.
Thank you.
You do catering, weddings, quinceañeras.
All of it. Graduation parties.
My coworker's Puerto Rican, and he kept bringing up the word quinceañera, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Remember when I was 14?
Any kind of catering events. You got a Facebook page?
Yes, Cheritano's Catering.
Spell it out so.
GERRATANOS Catering. Corpco.com.
Check them out on Facebook,
On Facebook, yep.
or fucking come down to M's 4300.
Yeah. Grubhub,
and try
we're on
fucking
Grubhub.
He's
We're
on
delivering
Grubhub
now.
too, yeah,
Yep.
forgot about that. Yes,
Yes,
he's on Grubhub
delivering.
too. If you guys are in the Seabreeze area or
Yes.
somewhat within
East
the
Irondequoit,
surrounding area,
West Irondequoit.
I definitely recommend it. Eat his fucking food, and if you don't, you're stupid and I hate you. I'm just kidding. You're awesome and I love you.
Thank you.
But no,
Thank you.
he's a fucking super cool man. He's done for every day. There and shit up my ass, like fucking eat my food. It's the best. He doesn't have to do that, and like a good chef doesn't have to fucking pump his shit up and
Just let it happen.
exactly let it happen and taste my food. And
Yeah.
I respect a cook or a chef or any kind of business owner that does that. Like,
Thank you.
let it speak for itself, and it did. And it spoke for itself. And now I'm gonna have to repeat what I have to.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ron, what the fuck are you doing? What?
He's afraid of it.
Hold it, dude.
There you go.
I'll try.
It's not steady.
I'll try, dude. I've had to hold it twice.
Okay,
and I'm not
behind you.
happy with it.
Look at behind you.
Another mic.
Oh, the table. These tables are square, and that table's got a
I got
round
it.
bevel on it.
Nope, I got it.
Yeah,
don't fall
but
off.
hey,
Don't
this
fall
table's
off.
square, but that's got a bevel on
I
it.
know. We're good right here.
So the mic stand, the
I
clamp
guarantee this is
itself.
picking me up.
Just gotta
We're
say,
good.
you know, join us for Sunday football. We
We're
got
good.
the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do
Sunday
the
nights?
jam on Tuesday nights.
Sunday nights football, Monday nights
Sunday
football.
Yeah. Thursday
yeah.
night football.
Every
Yeah.
other Tuesday is open mic jams.
Yeah.
It's an
Every
acoustic thing or
Tuesday
whatever.
is podcast.
And
Every
our pod-
Tuesday night. Don't forget
Every
our famous
Tuesday night is our
podcast.
but every other week down here, they do a open mic jam session, acoustic guitars, tamarines, whatever the fuck you want.
Only
to
thing
do.
that matters is Tuesday night podcast.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters. But
It's a fun Tuesday night. Come out.
exactly,
It is.
it's good company. It's good. It's good.
I'd show you all the
Yeah.
people behind us, but I can't move the camera right now. But we're partying here. It is a madhouse.
We come down here every Tuesday. They've been more than accommodating. They've been super friendly, and the owners and the staff.
I have known the owners since like 10th grade or so. Michelle and Monica, they're like family to me. I love this place. Come on down. They're good people, good place, good
Feel the same
vibe.
way. That's why I'm here.
If you don't come down here and eat, fuck you.
What he said. Go fuck
You
yourself.
can say that. We're not sponsored. We're not regulated, but no. Really, we
You're a fucking moron if you don't come down here to hang out.
Don't forget about Friday nights.
What is Friday nights? What's
Well,
going on?
we have bands. We have a
Okay.
happy hour band, and then we have a late band after the happy hour.
They
band.
do.
So
If
we
you're
have
over
live
50,
bands.
you should come down on a Friday night. You will fit right in. I don't mean that in a mean way. I don't mean that in a mean way, dude. I come down on a Friday night before like 11, and I don't know half the fucking people, more than half the people.
But it's good because we transform.
No, yeah, it's great.
You know what I
It's
mean?
great.
We have
Good
all
to have
kinds.
that. It's
Not negatively at all.
no, not at all. No, we're back.
I don't mean that negatively. It's just not a crowd I'm used to seeing here, but it's a
Right.
crowd. It
Yeah.
is
Well,
like
it's
the
diverse.
parking lot is
Diverse. Yeah.
packed and shit. I'm like, what the
Oh,
hell's going on?
yes.
Then I'm like, oh yeah, it's Friday night and there's bands here and the bands usually have a following, and the place is jamming, man, jamming.
And they have a wide variety of music that comes down here. It's not just acoustic, 60s, 70s, 80s.
No, they have bands,
They have
dude.
everything. No, we've come down here on Friday.
Bands,
Saturday nights.
cover bands.
they jam.
They're jamming,
Yeah.
dude, jamming.
Definitely come jam the fuck out. And they pack the house. It's not like, there's like 10 people here. They're-
Such a friendly and open place to come and hang out to, dude. Just the vibe is phenomenal here. It really
Family
is.
atmosphere.
So friendly, yeah, friendly
Don't-
atmosphere.
But don't bring your dog. Because nobody,
That's because Michelle's dog will be here, and
No, we're dog friendly.
it's got to be what is it called?
Actually, the food is
not
cooked.
seeing eye dog.
The dog. It's a
yeah.
service dog.
It's a service-
Service animal.
Right.
No, the food is actually cooked downstairs. So I think you actually can have a dog.
It's a separate.
Separate facilities.
Yeah, definitely the place to go, for sure.
Yeah. If you are going to Seabreeze or whatever this kind of area, and you want to go,
It's a destination.
if you want to go out for dinner with your significant other, and you're like, oh, let's go this place. Fuck that place.
Let's try going getting John's food.
No.
It's gonna be for us.
If you don't like it, you tell him to fuck off right through his face.
And he'll be like, "You don't like it, really? Let me do this for you."
And then, or we'll punch you in the face because you're stupid and you don't understand food. No, I will give him, as I have done on Facebook and Yelp and
A
whatever.
lot of credit.
His food is good.
Phenomenal.
We've done the wings. I've done the chicken French. If a
Pizza.
chef,
And it's
if a
good
chef-
because
if a chef makes chicken
because he's
French,
passionate. He likes to make you good food. He likes to see the smile on your face as you're down in that food, And again, I'm telling you, if you don't like something, I guarantee he'll be upset and he'll be like, "Really, you don't like
Make
that?
it over.
Let me do something
Nothing
else
that
for you
you
then."
like.
or I'll punch you in the face because you're stupid and you don't. Have
Yeah,
taste
well, yeah.
But who else would make calamari steak French at 12:15 in the
buds.
evening?
Calamari steak. That's
Yeah.
the whole tube, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's actually it's the tube and it's about 6 ounces, and they cut it into a steak from a giant calamari,
Mhm.
not from a little one, but from a giant sea creature.
And
And they actually make a steak out of it.
and
And then-
John, Michelle has brought you in like as a chef, as a cook, and then they promote you and
Yes.
your food.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they're that confident in you that you're bringing in business for your food.
Absolutely.
That's
what it's all about.
that's great, man. That's the confidence the entire bar has in you.
Right.
Like, let's promote John and his food.
Right. And I love the support, and that's why I'm
That's love, dude. That's good. That's great. They
I've
they
never-
have confidence in you.
I've never plugged a restaurant that's got shitty food. I've been, I wouldn't say, I can't really name it, but we've done our show.
Yes,
at
you can.
We've done shows at other bars and had food at different bars, and I didn't plug their food.
Way to be political, bro.
Well, I don't want to name them.
We're
Right,
probably
right,
never going to
right.
go back there because this place is awesome.
Exactly. We've actually.
So if you want to mention the
Yeah, it's
reunion,
been our dedicated.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
days. But there's been
I'm just kidding.
There's
The
been
reunion's great.
numerous bars that we've gone to, and we eat the food when we're there. Windjammers is phenomenal.
Windjammers has great food,
That's
dude.
understandable, but we kind of got.
Jammer wings and their burgers are phenomenal.
We started our podcast in the off season at Jammers, and then summer came, and now there's people outside.
Oh, you can't podcast
There's no
there
way
in
to
the summer.
podcast on it, so
Oh
we
no.
started exploring other places and blah blah blah, and then we wound up here. Like on a fluke, we wound up down here.
In comfy chairs.
And,
And we're happy to have you here, man.
Yeah,
we really love you guys. We love having you here. You
And I
guys are
appreciate
awesome
it.
guys. Oh, absolutely.
I'm
My arm on the mic. No, they are nothing but hospitable and friendly, and the food's
Again,
better than what the fuck you're eating.
I've
right now, you
known
peanut butter
Michelle and
jelly
Monica